What's going on, man? Welcome back to the basement. I'm Ron. We're here ever so slightly early. I know sometimes you guys get on me about being here late, but little do you know, I'm here right on the dot every single time we step up to the plate. We cannot miss. And today, it is another night in August, so it's time to get into another draft here. We're going to cut straight to the chase. We're going to hop onto Underdog Fantasy. Of course, Underdog Fantasy is the best way to play fantasy football. There is no waivers, there's no trades, there's no in-season management. You draft your team, and that is it. You use promo code Rondo, match your first deposit up to $1,000. You can find the link to Underdog Fantasy using my promo code in the description, live chat, and the comment section down below. We are going to hop in a Best Ball Mania draft. If anybody wants to hop in with us, you can try and get in as we click it here. It's like something in my mouth. All right. Pause. Nobody clipped that. All right, let's hop in. We got 27 left. We're making good pace, I think. So now we'll have 26 left after this. We got 8 people open here. So if you want to hop in, come on down. We got Tom in. We got Cole in here. We got MMA Outlaw. We got Among Us. We got Smooth Criminal ENT. What's up? How's everybody doing, man? How are we? How is everybody doing in the chat on this fine Monday night? People are saying take Dalvin Cook. Hell nah. Hell nah. What's up, Ron? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you too, man. All right, we got the 4 spot. That's sick. All right, let's get this sort of centered the way I want to. We'll pop that out. Whoa. Don't need you guys seeing my Google Drive. Oh, jeez, dude. Why do I always do this? Wow, we have Justin Herzig in here. Justin Herzig, for those of you guys that don't know, he won the first Best Ball Mania, and he is, in my eyes, one of probably the best ball players out there. I'd put him up there. I think anyone that's won a Best Ball Mania is probably up there as one of the best ball players. So this should be fun. I doubt he knows he's on stream. He is a high roller. He played in like it was like a $10,000 DraftKings draft versus Big Cat and then Portnoy over at Barstool. So yeah, he's been around the block a few times. It should be fun drafting next to him. But how are we, man? How do we feel? You're in the 3 spot. Bart's in the 3 spot. What it do, baby? We got Pablo Garcia in here. We got Remke in here. You seen ESPN's new rankings? I did. I'm working on a way to get you guys the updated default rankings. But it's crazy. They're so inconsistent. They moved Jonathan Brooks down as they should have. They moved Malik Neighbors way up as they should have. But still a lot of guys hilariously mispriced. All right. So we have Jamar Chase, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Breece Hall. Let's take a receiver here. I don't have a lot of Jamar Chase in Best Ball Mania. I'm actually, let's actually take this time for a second to actually see where I'm at in terms of BBMs. Now, it is worth noting we're at 96 entries, but I have like probably 20 or so, probably 20 or so slow drafts wrapping up. I would just like to see my BBM exposures here. I don't know if you guys are going to like this because we're not going to see the draft board for a second here. So through 96. Come on, give me that. There's 96. All right. So in terms of like Breece, 12.5%. Bijan, 9.4%. I actually like that. Chase that we just went with, 8.3%. So what are we slacking on? Jefferson we're fine with. I think Amon-Ra is where I'm slacking. 6.3%. Okay. Tyreek. CD, wow, a little bit low. McCaffrey, that's just me not getting a lot of 101s. All right, I think that's actually a very even and fine distribution, to be honest with you, of the top 8 or so picks there. But I figured we go Jamar Chase. I know people are, wow, Garrett Wilson goes at the 5 spot here. But I don't know, we got Herzig in this draft. Wow, 110 Bijan. What a gift. What a gift. I would be salivating for 110 Bijan. I would do sick and twisted things for 110 Bijan, but I don't know. I figured Herzig's in here. He takes Jefferson over the 2 running backs. I like the 2 running backs. We would take them as high as 102 and 103 in some managed league formats, but In a best ball where I kind of need to stack up on receiver and we'll get running back value later on, I'm fine with Chase there. You could talk me into Jefferson or Amon-Ra St. Brown or, yeah, honestly, any of those three. I just lean Chase. Check that Twitter screenshot. I think I did. Yeah, four quarterbacks, 4 tight ends, crazy. Need Najee. I know Pell. You saw I wasn't a big fan of him last year, but this year I'm actually in on Najee, man. I am. I actually have a lot of him. Daddle stock's down or no? Honestly, no. I really could not care about the Dalvin Cook signing. I think if anything, it's good. Hopped on the Patreon today? Hell yeah, dude. 50K well deserved. I appreciate it, man. Are we allowed to talk about home league? No, you can talk about the home league in here. This buffer's a lot for anyone else? I hope not. Anything weird happened in this draft? Wow, so Kyron goes early. Achane goes early. All the running backs are getting scooped up here. Amron is back. All right, let's see what we get back here. Man, you know what? I'm going to take Saquon Barkley here. I think I am. I'm not crazy about the receivers. Ah, fuck it. I'm going to take Kupp. I was debating Saquon, but I can't do it. I just simply can't do it. I don't know. You could talk me into Olave there. I'm just not crazy about Olave, man. I do think Kupp just has a ton of upside as well. Yeah, Achane went down to 41, which is crazy. Is everybody seeing stuff all right? Like, I hope I am not, I'm not buffering for anybody. I think I'm fine, though. How do you sell Bijan 110? Chase will sit out minimum 1 game. I mean, I think that his deal is going to be coming very soon now that CeeDee Lamb got signed. And if he misses 1 game in Best Ball Mania, this contest, I really only care about the back half of the season, to be honest. Yeah, Dalvin Cook is actually, and people might be like, oh, you're just coping. To me, Dalvin Cook is actually a good thing in that he is one of the league's worst veterans. So, like, they were going to sign somebody, and if they were going to sign anybody, I would want it to be a bad player of football. When's the 51,000 stream? I'm the GOAT. I appreciate it, man. Is Nico a reach in the second round? Not at all. I have done that many a times. Trade Pacheco for Olave? I think I would, but it really just kind of comes down to, I don't know. They're like in similar tiers. It just comes down to what position you need more. Why does Taylor always seem to fall? I don't know. Running backs just seem to fall in this on underdog and just, you know, best ball in general. What do you got, Scolio? All right, bet we'll take Neighbors here. I'm actually fine with that. So 304 Neighbors. That's a fun combo. Chase Cup Neighbors. Pretty heavy 0 RB start here. This draft should fuck. It should. This draft should have premarital sex. Oh, how much would you pay for Hall's handcuff? Probably nothing. Like, if I have Breece Hall, I'm not paying to get Braylon Allen from somebody. I debated it. I hit a hezzy on the Saquon. How much is too much of a stack? My golden rule is I would do no more than 2 pass catchers attached to the quarterback. So you could do Harrison and McBride to Kyler. I will say the caveat is that if it's 2 wide receiver, 1 flex, that would make me feel queasy. But if it was 2 wide receiver, 2 flex, or like 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, and it's a deeper starting lineup, it wouldn't be as bad. It's really just like what percentage of your starting lineup is your stack taking up. About to say no way Ron takes Saquon. Yeah. People did not like what we had to say about. People did not like what we had to say about Saquon the other day. Do you think having Nico and Tank together is too much? Would you take someone like T. Higgins or Zay over Dell if you have Nico? Even if in a vacuum you like Dell better than those guys? Probably. I don't mind breaking the tie to somebody else, but I also have like two teams in high stakes, right? I have Nico and Tank together. It just comes down to how many players you have in the same tier as Tank Dell. But I don't know. I think in like a 2 wide receiver, 2 flex or 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, I think that it's not a huge deal to put them together. I saw in the rankings you have Cup over Waddle and Debo. Can you explain why you have an aging Cup splitting target supremacy with Puka over them? I mean, they're also both splitting their targets, Debo and Waddle. It's just that, I mean, Cooper Kupp has the best wide receiver season of all time, and he did it 2 years ago, and he's not all that old, right? He's just like, 30, 31. He still has the connection with Stafford. He's still going to be a huge target in the red zone. This is an offense I want pieces of as well. So I don't know. I do just think that he can kind of rekindle some of what he's had 2 years ago and just has a higher upside than both. Debo, I really like as a player, but the 49ers are never going to have enough pass attempts and volume to go around unless if Ayuk leaves for Debo to be truly, truly amazing without like, I don't know. He would have to have like his year 3 kind of efficiency. We just haven't seen that since Ayuk has kind of been a real player. And then Waddle, for him to hit like wide receiver 1 overall, he would need a Tyreek injury. I think Puka could just be straight up the number 1 in this offense in a full season. So I don't know. I have them all in the same tier, to be honest with you, though. And I do always preach when you use my rankings on the Patreon, don't just draft off the rankings. Draft within the tiers. If you feel strongly and you disagree with me about Waddle and Debo versus Kupp, they're all in the same tier, so you can feel free to take Waddle or Debo over Kupp as well. Started Breece H-N at the 7 spot? Hell yeah. Evans before Saquon or Olave is demon mode. Scolio's going demon mode. What's good, man? Love watching you when I'm back from work. Hell yeah. You worried about Mark Andrews in what fashion? You got Zeke 20 picks past ADP in your BBM just now? Damn. People are overreacting, huh? I got to be honest. Like, Dalvin Cook does nothing to me. Like, he does not move me at all. I think I already answered this, but yeah, Nico in the second is very much fine. We got a super chat. All right, let me make this pick first. All right, now we're on the clock. We got Bengals, Rams, Giants. We're going to try it. Real ones, no. I doubt it works. Nope, and it did not work. Scolio took Lamar. I thought we could try and get the Andrews-Lamar stack there and try and get Lamar to push past the turn. But, sup, Ron, I'm in a 10-team PPR at the 10th pick. Who would you take of those 2 picks? I was thinking Wilson and Gibbs. At the 10th pick. I would take 2 of. I think that you're pretty much guaranteed. I could be wrong, but I think you're guaranteed 2 of. Or no. Yeah. I'm personally taking 2 of A.J. Brown, Puka Nacua, Garrett Wilson. That's where I'm at. No way would that stack go in this room. I mean, it's happened before. Like, people aren't thrilled to take an unstacked Lamar at the 4 or 5 turn. Once you take Andrews off the board, people usually shy away from it. All right, let's see. Another super chat from Natano. 12-team full PPR, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. You got Kyler, Hall, Achane. There goes James Cook. Give me George Pickens. I'm fine with that. I think in our next pick as well is pick 69. Yeah, if we didn't take a tight end there, we weren't going to get like a Kittle to come back to us most likely. So I don't know. I feel fine about how that turn went. But I mean, the team seems pretty stacked, man. And 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. You got Kupp, Devontae, Rice, Pitts, Jaden Reed, Brian Thomas off the bench, Chase Brown off the bench. Yeah, and a 10-team, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. It's hard not to have a bad. It's hard like not to have a good team. I mean, did Cook sign somewhere and people carry? Yeah, Dalvin Cook signed to the Cowboys. I'm sure you know, and you're just being sarcastic, but people are very concerned about it, and I just feel like we should have just learned our lesson from last year. Dalvin Cook was genuinely like garbage, like worst running back by far on the Jets. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. It's tough. I like honestly speaking, that whole tier of like Olave, Devontae, all the way through like Metcalf, Devontae Smith, like it's tough. It's really tough to parse through. Is Lamb a good choice at 2? I think so. What I would have done in whose case? Can't tell if I'm missing something. Super chat. Your name is Fent, and you have Woj as your profile picture. Am I crazy for trading away James Cook and Kupp for Achane and Rashee Rice in redraft? You're trading away James Cook and Kupp, and you get back Achane and Rashee Rice. It's close. I mean, I have Kupp as a second rounder. I have Achane as a second rounder. I have Rashee Rice and James Cook as fourth rounders. I think I would. I think I'd probably take Achane, Rashee Rice over Cook and Kupp, but it's close. I got to be honest, in terms of like trading, and it was a good take I saw on Twitter the other day of like, unless if you're getting like an offer too good to refuse, I kind of do think like your first 5-round picks in fantasy football, you're probably just better off holding on to them. You already made your bet on those players. You might as well kind of ride it out instead of like, flipping the cards around and what the hell was the silent library where they put the cards out and it's all flipped down. Like, that's all you're doing before the season, like just trading like high-end players. Let's see. So JSN at 608 just went. Mixon sure is interesting here, but I just can't do it. We're going to go Christian Watson. We're going pretty hardcore 0 RB here. What do we got here? In my home standard league, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. You have the 11th pick and got Jefferson, Harrison, London, and Olave. Am I okay? Yeah, you're chilling, man. I do appreciate the super chat. What else? Is Cook confirmed signed? It seems like it. What do you think about Kyler? I'm a big Kyler guy. I was wondering if you saw Jacob's recent Twitter post of an NFFC OC. He got brutalized in the second and third. Wondering what you would have done. No, I haven't seen that. How did he get brutalized? I'm going to make this pick and then check that out because I am curious. It honestly took a ton of strength not to get into another one today. It just felt like with those 350s that we've been doing, it just felt like we were on a hot streak. I don't know. There goes Keon Coleman. Man, I don't have a lot of David Montgomery, so I'm just going to go with David Montgomery. It's kind of a bet against Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know. I could have taken Deontay Johnson there, but like we already had so many receivers. We had a tight end. I think running back was the play there. Absolute nightmare start from the 2-hole and was forced to become a stone cold boomer for the first 3 rounds. I'm surprised he took Devontae Adams over Neighbors. I gotta be honest with you, man. Like, he says that he got brutalized through the first 3 rounds. I don't know. Like, Devontae, Diggs, T. Higgins, Kyle Pitts, Xavier Worthy, JSN, McConkey seems like a pretty sweet start. I don't know. I'm not as low on Stephon Diggs as a lot of people are. It seems like right now people are starting to sour on him when I don't know. I'm very much like Stephon Diggs in the late 3rd of a 3 wide receiver 1 flex league. I'm fine with. I was surprised he went Devontae Adams over Malik Neighbors though. I think I still would have gone Devontae. I don't know. I think he played that as well as he could have. And I wouldn't be really upset with that team, I don't think. Am I missing something? I guess like quarterback, not... I don't know. You see on the Patreon, I have CMC number 1, but if you had the first pick, would you take a risk with someone else? No, I would take CMC. Fate of the universe on the line between Harrison, London, or Nico, it'd be Nico for me. You said it is the golden rule. You're letting the draft come to you? Hell yeah. Damn, a couple more super chats. What do we got? Rotolo. Richardson in the 5th or Breece Hall in the 2nd in a super flex league. Probably Richardson. Yeah, I'm going to say Richardson there. Naitano. Do you prefer to go... I'm just never... Like, I don't know. I guess in a 2 wide receiver 1 flex out of pick 9... I'm probably more inclined to go wide receiver running back, but I always say this. I would just kind of let the draft come to you and see kind of, you know, just kind of let the value fall to you. I wouldn't really want to map it out to the exact position in the early rounds. What else we got in here? We got Nigel in here. I missed anything in here? No. Hopped in late. How did the first few rounds go? We went Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Malik Neighbors, Mark Andrews, George Pickens, Christian Watson, David Montgomery so far. Nothing too crazy. I don't know. The David Montgomery pick didn't really make a ton of sense, but I just didn't really feel like we needed another wide receiver. Like I could have taken a falling Deontay, but I'm not crazy about Deontay, especially when you have a stacked receiver room like we do already. So what's on the board here? We're going to take Jonathan Brooks and see what makes it back to us. So I have 2 quarterbacks I'm fine with. And if they both get sniped, I honestly don't care. I've been leaning more into 3 quarterback builds anyways. Neighbors over Adams for sure. I don't think it's that clear. I think it's a slight disservice to Devontae. I think I would have gone Devontae over Neighbors, but I was surprised he did it. Yeah, no, I prefer Devontae over him. Wow, this guy has now taken 3 straight quarterbacks here. Despite being a red badge, huh? Very interesting. Any high stakes tonight? Nah. Nah, I know. But we just did what, like 5 in a row high stakes. We're gonna definitely mix them in this week, and we'll probably even do I'm probably gonna do a solo main event. I don't know when, maybe like Saturday or something, but a solo 2000, just for some fun. All right, I'll make this pick and I'll get to these super chats in a second. Let's see. So there goes Devontae. And then we'll take Jordan Love stacked to Christian Watson here. Why not? I like the team so far. Chase, Kupp, Neighbors, Andrews, Pickens, Watson, Montgomery, Brooks, Jordan Love. Probably aiming for like a 2, probably a very classic 2-6-8-2 build here. We'll see how it goes, though. Super Chat, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex, happy BR. You have the 3rd pick, Brees CMC going. Do I have to take CD over Bijan at 3? I would personally go CD, but you don't have to at all. I've kind of outlined in my early round strategy video, but I think you can take any of the top 5 in any order. So if you really want to take Bijan over CD, you absolutely can. That's Brew Crew. Just take my money. I'll see you at the finals. Love the content, brother. I appreciate it, man. You guys are so funny, man. I refuse to super chat anymore until I get my answer. I can't stress enough that super chats do not pay the bills, and I almost feel bad going away from the normal chat to answer them. So I do not care. How is it if a quarterback, running back, and tight end are same team starting? What the hell does that mean? So that means you have Murray, Connor, McBride in a 2 wide receiver, 1 flex league. That might be a little much. I would probably rock with it for now. And, you know, if you're like losing weeks because of it and it's annoying and, you know, touchdowns aren't as dispersed if you'd like them, you can definitely make a trade. But I don't know. To me, that doesn't seem like a massive deal. I wouldn't like trade one of your Cardinals at a loss. How does best ball work? It just sets your best possible lineup every week for you. So there's no in-season waivers, there's no trades or any of that. So, you know, just in a given week, whoever puts up the best score fills your starting lineup like retroactively. What is a red badge? It's what you get when you're in like a ton of drafts. When you do a shit ton of drafts, you get a red badge. So it's just a way of like, all right, this guy's been around the block, you know. Does your mom care about your gambling anymore? Is she chill now? She's never cared. We're saying Marshawn Lloyd starting the season on injury reserve. That's a thing. Is this canon, chat? Would you take Kyron or Achane in a vacuum? Achane for me. Oh my god, it's because you're trolling. You're trolling, dude. All right, let's see. Man, I really wish that I was on top of kind of what was coming back to us here, because I'll be honest, I have not been. I am hesitant to take Dowdle, because I do think he's going to fall. I don't take a lot of Jerome Ford, but you know what? In a Jonathan Brooks 0 RB team, let's take Jerome Ford. I mean, that just seems like a very, very easy match. First 4 picks tonight in your home league: Chase, Puka, Achane, Collins. Are your league mates bots? Yes, they're bots. You said, congrats on 50K. Thank you, man. Zach McQueen Super Chat's paying for Ron's Chipotle. Something like that. We've talked about it before, but, you know, YouTube takes a good chunk. What was I about to say? I had somebody's chat. Can we recap the team a little? That's what I wanted to do. But we started from the 4 spot: Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Malik Neighbors, Mark Andrews, George Pickens, Christian Watson, David Montgomery, Jonathan Brooks, Jordan Love. Damn, I wanted AD Mitchell. Okay, and Rico Dowdle goes. Okay, so he's not slipping. It's interesting. All right, so there goes Judy. Let's see. I don't want Rashid Shaheed, man. I just don't. We're going to go Jalen Polk here. I'm trying to think through, like, what this team needs. We have Rams, Giants going on. We have Pittsburgh, Green Bay. Herzig going to take Shaheed. Takes Trey Benson. I was debating Trey Benson pretty heavy there, too. Herzig took Derrick Henry, huh? Interesting. Now, here's a question from Fen. What's the best shore town for college-aged kids? I gotta be honest. I'm not all the way, I'm not all the way, I'm not the biggest connoisseur of the shore. But my favorite parts of the shore for people my age, like, and I'm 23, I really like. It's pretty much from like Point Pleasant up to Manasquan up to like Belmar. Those three of like Jenks. This is hilarious. Like 3 of you guys in the chat even know what I'm talking about. But Jenks, Osprey, DJs, Barre are like my 4 favorite bars, and they span across those 3 towns. What a question. Do onesies matter more in larger leagues or smaller leagues? I would think larger leagues, but I have nothing other than logic to back that up. They matter. They definitely matter more. That is an interesting question. I think they matter more in both, funny enough. Like a 14-team league, they matter more because of scarcity. And then an 8-team league, they also... I guess in a smaller league, like 8-team league, it doesn't matter as much. Because like everybody can pretty much have an elite tight end. But there is some added element of like one of the 8 teams is going to have like Njoku in his tight end spot. I think the biggest factor, though, is probably starting lineup size. If it's 2 flex, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, then tight ends and quarterbacks go way up. Bro, consider taking Rashid Shaheed. All right, let's see. Damn, I wanted Jalen Wright. Come on. Damn. Alrighty. Let's go Algier. Get a little handcuff in there. Should that'll be pushed down? Honestly, no. I'm not moving any of the Cowboys running backs. I just don't I don't know. I just don't really agree with the idea that like Dalvin Cook should really matter that much. He's one of the more inconsequential signings that could have happened. I don't know if the market overreacts, and I'll think about it, but for now I'm not really budging. Stephon Diggs a bad pick? No, I don't know. People seem to be like very sour on Stephon Diggs. I think that he's a fine pick. Yeah, we got Herzig in here. I don't know, El Padrino, you're saying that you recognize? Dude, he took 3 quarterbacks up top. He took Kyler, Burrow, and Jaden Daniels there. I agree, man. I agree. Barre is sick. Solo 2K is going to be intense. It's going to be very fun, though. Ron the Don, congrats on 50K. Been watching you for years. Danny Doinks, feel like I've seen your whole glow up. Hope you bonk a couple this year. I appreciate it, man. Man, people are souring on, man, I would have liked Hawkinson. God damn it, man. Let's take Jaleel McLaughlin, man. I've been trying to take more of him. Actually, I can't do it. I have to take Ray Davis. And I will say, I think I actually, like, I've been talking about it like I don't have a lot of McLaughlin. I think in best ball, I actually have a good bit of him. Do I? 9.7%, yeah, so I do have a good bit. What am I at on Ray Davis? 10.3%? Okay, so I have a good chunk of both. That's what I figured. I have no McLaughlin in managed league, so I've been trying to make up for it a little bit in best ball. Belmar, AC, Jenks, Barre, DJ's Osprey, yeah. What tier is neighbors for you? What round in ESPN? Probably third round. Third round is where I'm taking him. In that same tier of like Devontae, Olave, all of those guys. And ESPN just moved him up as well, dude. He's 27th ranked on ESPN. He is no longer a crazy value. 103, you got CeeDee Lamb, Achane Jacobs. Oh, it's like an either or. CeeDee, Achane Jacobs, or Hall, Achane Collins. Probably Hall, Achane Collins for me. That's the way that I lean. I'm just not a fan of Jacobs. Yo, y'all think that Stephon Diggs is a good pick? I don't know. It's just annoying. Like, I answered it, man. I answered it. No, wait. Hold up. Stephon Diggs a good pick? Are there stream snipers in fantasy drafts? Sort of. Is this 2K entry tight end premium? Yeah, it is. Sadly. Yeah, like the stream up. Well, we got 527 people in here. Just 70 likes, though. Jeez, dude. We'll be posting more positional ranking videos. I'll probably do a running back tier list and a wide receiver tier list before it's all said and done. Do you have any bags that you're really concerned about or early bags that you got that you feel really good about now? I feel awful about my, like, 20% Abinaconda exposure from the big board. Outside of that, I like where I'm at in terms of my bags. I got Chase Brown before he got super expensive. That's probably the biggest one. The content is honestly second to none. I appreciate that, man. You really helped me understand roster building without feeling pressured. Zero tilt builds. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Let's see, one pick away. Pick 165 now. You know what? Let's go. I'm not crazy about Musgrave. Actually, I let's do it. I don't know. It makes the most sense here. So this is going to end up being a 2-6-8-2 build. We have Musgrave stacked to Jordan Love. We have Christian Watson. Trying to think of how we can get some Minnesota back to us. So Minnesota, Rams. I hate how we're playing QB2 right now, but we do have outs to Daniel Jones and Drake May. This might be a 3 quarterback build. We might end up with like a 3-6-7-2. I think that's what I'm leaning here. I know there's a bunch of scoundrels in this chat. I think we're probably going to do Antonio Gibson here. Yeah. All right, let's do Antonio Gibson. And we'll see what comes back to us at the turn. I got some ideas. Playing with fire a little bit, but I got some ideas. In a week, Taysom Hill is starting at quarterback. Are you starting him over all the other tight ends? Not all of them, but probably he'd be like tight end 5 or 6 on. Or actually, no. If you're telling me he's starting at quarterback, yeah, he would be the tight end. He would be the tight end 1. You gonna be drafting on underdog all night? No, this is the only one. How many underdog drafts will I do this year? It's probably going to end up around somewhere in like the 500 to 600 range. Just pretty sweet. If I ever played in a guillotine league, I have not. Thoughts on Ron getting Big Justice on his channel? Heard he doesn't think it'll work. This is my buddy who really wants... Dude, Big Justice wouldn't come on. The Rizzler is in Jersey, but... I don't know what that would... I don't know. I don't think the Rizzler has any interest in coming to the basement. We got Danny in here. What's up? Need some boom? I was debating. I don't think we're gonna do it now, just because I'm running out of players to talk about here. I just ran through like 20 of my favorite players today. But I urge any up and coming creator out there, man. If you want a banger video idea, 10 breakout candidates ready to go boom in 2024. Put the Rizzler on the thumbnail. Put the boom meter on the thumbnail. And profit. Do I have a take on Xavier Legette? I think he's my most drafted player, man. I absolutely love Xavier Legette, and I agree with you. He's a first rounder that's going way too cheap. All right, we're going to take Drake May. I think Drake May is maybe the most mispriced player on the board right now, if I'm being completely honest with you. But that's just how I feel. Another night, another stream, baby. Stroud threw for 4,500 and 40 touchdowns in college. You could definitely reach those numbers with the best receiving core in the league. I agree. What else is in here? We got another super chat. Would you take Bijan, Achane, Nico? Or take Nico at 2 and hope Achane falls? ESPN, by the way. If it's ESPN, I mean, with these questions, it's always whatever your risk tolerance is. If you'd be very sad about missing out on Achane, then just take Achane in round 2. But the way that ESPN rankings are set up, Achane is ranked further down. So you could certainly do the game theory play. I think it just comes down to what you're comfortable with. Also, what round are you taking McBride? Probably 4th or 5th on ESPN. The Rizzler said he's down. You went to college with Legette? Hell yeah. All right, and we're going to take Daniel Jones on this team. I don't know how you guys feel about Daniel Jones, but I don't think that he's as nasty as people think. I actually really like this team now. We're going to take like one last receiver. And I have like 2 names in mind. So this team is Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Malik Neighbors, Mark Andrews, George Pickens, Christian Watson, David Montgomery, Jonathan Brooks, Jordan Love, Jerome Ford, Jalen Polk, Tyler Algier, Ray Davis, Luke Musgrave, Antonio Gibson, Drake May stacked to Jalen Polk, Daniel Jones stacked to Malik Neighbors, Jordan Love stacked to Musgrave and Christian Watson. A very fun 3-quarterback build here, I think. We got Kyle Reed in here. What's up? Do you ever rate fantasy teams? I do, begrudgingly, but I do. What do we got here, Alec? PPR, 3 wide receiver, 1 flex. Mahomes, Garrett Wilson, Marv, Ayuk, Rice, James Cook, Mostert, Fant, Thomas Jr., Najee, Polk. I mean, what the hell, dude? No, I think you could just keep Ayuk. That team is sick. I think you could not make a single move and be absolutely fine there. Rice or Devontae? Probably Devontae Smith for me. Ayuk or London if he stays in San Fran. London for me. Would you still take London over Nico even if you had Bijan? No, but I also have Nico over London regardless. Would you rather never watch football again or never play fantasy football again? Probably never play fantasy football again. I don't know. That's a tough question, but I don't think fantasy football would be fun if I couldn't watch it, you know? I'd have all this rooting interest. Part of me does envy the people that can just and I guess I get some of that enjoyment in the playoffs when my fantasy teams, when the fantasy season wraps up and it's just the playoffs, just the purity of watching football. And I guess you can watch college ball too in that same fashion. The good work. I'm out to hit draft number 200. Hell yeah, dude. Now I will say this is gonna be the last draft for tonight. I always feel bad when we wrap up early, but to be honest with you guys, the last we just got done of a 5-day streak of high stakes drafts. The last 2 days we've done 2.5 hours plus of streaming. Today we're gonna just do hit it and quit it, 1 draft and done. But this was an underdog fantasy draft for anybody out there that's new. It's best ball. You don't have to do waivers. You don't have to make trades. Any of that. You draft your team and that's it. It'll set the best lineup every week for you, and you can just enjoy your team and get practice in for your home league. It's the best way to get practice in. There's a bunch of really fun tournaments, contests, all of that are skewed towards beginners, especially this time of the year. And you can get good practice in with real money on the line. So this has to be, for me, wow, I might just take a free Jermaine Burton. Yeah, I'm going to take a free Jermaine Burton. I was debating going Jalen Naylor or Brendan Rice for correlation, but if you're going to give me free Jermaine Burton, I'm just going to take him. I know sleeping in meetings and being buried on the depth chart, but I just think he has the talent to overcome that. But again, make sure you check out Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code RON. I'll have a link in the description, live chat, and the comment section down below. Click it, it'll take you there. It'll match your first deposit up to $1,000 over on Underdog, and you can hop in these drafts with us. We'll be streaming every night from now through kickoff, so stay subscribed, leave a like, and I will see y'all in the next one.